All right, we're back for the season one finale of Monster Hunter Barovia. Last time, our characters managed to fend off all the twigs and all the druids and the needle blights inside the winery, thus liberating it from the twisted druids from out in the forest. However, after the melee had finished, the team chased down a rogue druid who just made it outside, even though they were crawling away. Victory seemed certain. Strahd himself appeared. He planted Quinn 6 feet under the ground, set Parrot ablaze, and bit both.
Wait,
Bit, yeah, bit,
I thought you were exaggerating.
nope, bit
No.
Dr.
No.
Etrix and Salith, rendering them unconscious due to blood loss. Threw Matilda and with enough force to turn up the ground, and you know, Vika in her fury attempted to cut. Strahd found out that even her silver battle axe was no match to even cut the. Well, you cut the vampire, but that was about it.
I
Uh,
did knock him back, though.
yes, you did. Lyndon,
You made me bleed my own blood.
Lyndon, deciding, discretion and caution, the better part of valor, decided to flee back into the manor. In the last few seconds, when Doom seemed to be upon the party, the crows managed to drive away Strahd, and now we are now dealing with the aftermath of said party, of party's encounter with Strahd. So yeah, Salif, that's what happened last week. It's all the fun you missed.
Oh, no wonder we leveled up twice.
No biggie.
And you also got 2 freshly made neck holes. Congratulations.
Hell yeah, I've been wanting a couple of these.
So yeah, so the old were raven looks at you. You can tell that he has a cold chill and sweat on his old furrow brow, and he basically waves over the rest of the were ravens over to help carry your wounded back into the house to hopefully tend to your wounds. Quinn, as you lie in asleep, you are haunted by the memory of your family and their sad faces. The night that that everything happened to your family being destroyed by the shadows. Um, that plays over in your mind throughout the course of your recovery. Um,
That's a pretty standard fare
yeah,
for me.
pretty
It's fine.
standard
It's
fare.
fine. It's fine. Good. Good.
Yep. Um, Salith, you just feel Strahd's hands upon your neck as you are also in a nightmare in which you can just feel him constantly feeding on you over and over again in a twisted nightmare.
Like biting me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dr. Etrix, you feel Strahd's words going, "Immortality awaits you. Come see me out." And you just hear him say that and just feel that those words echo as you lie unconscious.
Why does he get a positive thing?
Oh, it says it's positive.
That feels more positive than mine, but continue.
And then as for Parrot, you ended up having a talk with Ifrit, the Ifrit that inhabits your ring, and he kind of looks depressed.
Okay.
He kind of just
Depressed freeze.
yeah, he just feels depressed and ashamed, and he just kind of you kind of just see him in a mopey attitude, and he just sits in an image of your mind's eye. He's just kind of sitting on the ground in front of you, and you can even see that the fires that normally would rage are pretty much a dull, quiet, you know, for lack of a better word, kind of more like just a candle, if anything. Doesn't seem like he's particularly enthusiastic or energized at all.
Okay.
I don't know. You want to interact with him, or are you just gonna shrug it off?
Oh no, I'm not gonna shrug it off. I'm sorry, I'm debating. I'm gonna ask him, "Your head okay?"
He kind of just lulls out a little growl as he speaks, and he's like, "Our flame. I lost control. That's not supposed to happen."
Um, I'm gonna walk up to him and try to like offer like the fist pump.
He he just he eyes you and he's like he gestures out, but you can tell that by fist bump standards, it was pretty weak. Like there was no effort put into it.
Hmm.
What
And
exactly do you mean?
wait, are you like?
Oh,
What are you asking?
I mean, he said he lost control of the flame, right? That isn't supposed to happen.
I think this is his like.
This
Yeah.
is my patron.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was,
oh, I am so sorry. I thought. Okay.
We're not here.
Wow, I totally missed that.
No,
Got
you're
it.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking to my patron, my genie.
That makes so much more sense. Okay. Got it.
Is there anything that I can see in the vicinity? Actually,
For the most part, it's just as you think about the imagery around you a bit more, you can feel that it's just a vast desert, and that there's just the winds just sweeping across, blowing the dunes, and you can see the ripples in the sands, and it seems very familiar of a desert that you've traveled before.
okay. Um, okay. So in here, I'm going to. I'm gonna say friends, and then I'm going to cast minor illusion and create just an imagery of Strahd in the distance, and I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Okay, so you carve it out, but in this here, you feel that you know the magic that you wove doesn't feel like it does on the outside. In fact, it feels like as you put the thoughts into action, they just happen. And the vision of Straw that you put out is as realistic as the creature himself. And the moment that you conjure it up, your patron stands up on its feet and lets out a low rumbling growl and throws a massive fireball at it. And then he just kind of taken aback for a second and looks at you and he's like, "Stronger."
I'll nod and kind of like grin as best as a bird can grin.
And he points to himself. He's like, "Weak."
Um, I'm going to attempt to flex and just say grow.
Okay, roll me persuasion with advantage.
Oh, they're both 13, so 18.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, he regards you for a second and he looks at back at you, gestures from him and you together.
Different flex pose.
You can tell that the intensity of his flames start to shine with a little bit more energy, and you can see that he has a bit more resolve in his eyes. And then he reaches out with a fist bump in front of you.
I will gladly return said fist bump, and then I'm going to lob another fireball where the visage was.
Yep. He grins at you and launches one without even looking at the same direction. Okay, and with that, in the meanwhile, while these folks are all unconscious, playing through the visions in their mind, what is Vika, Matilda, and Lyndon up to at this point? This has happened moments after you guys dig Quinn back up.
Okay, so this is like immediately after Strahd left, and we like tried to gather ourselves again.
Right.
Okay. I mean, should we look for some sort of clues about the druids' activities on their bodies? One of them threw something into the liquor, did they not?
You see, old Davian raise an eyebrow. It's like liquor, and what?
They threw something into the vine.
He kind of gets a very panicked look on his face, and he's like, "Tell me, which one?"
They said they were all already done, so we saw it in the was it the leftmost, but I assume they probably did this for all of them. Yes.
He immediately calls in there. It's like, "Ma, hurry up and get in the house. We gotta see if we can save it. Maybe it's not too late." And you see just a raven just dive down, shift back into the human form, and scurry inside to try to check out the situation.
Is Lyndon still in the house?
Yeah, I am. I'm probably hiding, and I'm probably hiding, but not like actively being good at hiding.
And Tilda's the only other person awake right now.
Yep.
Was that what it
Yeah.
was? Okay. Well, so we look through the druids, or we could at least gather their bodies.
Yeah, I think that would probably be our best bet.
They will need to be handled somehow anyway. We cannot simply let their corpses lie around.
Where
He
do you suggest we take them?
Out of the house and probably away from the place where the thing is located.
I'll do whatever you need me to do to help.
We should set the druids aside to let Lyndon and Quinn look through them. They may be able to find clues. They're better at this sort of thing. At least than me.
Oh, me too.
So we will go and organize bodies. That sounds far more gruesome aloud than it did in my head.
Something ominous.
Twigs go over here, druid corpses over there.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Aren't you glad you decided to play tonight?
Oh yes. Davian kind of looks at you and he offers to have the rest of his family put the rest of your, unconscious party members up in their place and tend to their wounds if when necessary.
This is probably a good idea. Let them rest and recover.
Okay. What is Lyndon doing?
Yeah, no, I'm still probably sitting somewhere horrified in the house. Probably breathing very badly. Unless somebody comes and gets me out of my catatonic, unbelieved state.
All right. Yeah, I mean the crows. You can, and as you're inside the house, you just kind of hear the footsteps of hurried steps as they're trying to check the wine and ensure to see how bad, the current products in the vats are, how tainted they are, and see if it's even salvageable. But that they don't pay you really much of a mind aside. They look at you and then they realize that they've got other concerns to worry about.
Oh, that's nice of them. They're letting me have my panic attack. That's good. They're just like going about their business.
Yeah, they're just worried about seeing how much damage is done on the inside of the place. They're taking samples
Where,
of
where, where's Strahd? Where are you agents of Strahd? What is going on? Where is everyone?
they one of them regards you. It's like agents of that devil, our family has opposed them. You hear the voice of an adult human female, and she tells you that out of breath as she's taking samples and comparing them, and you hear another one. You hear an older man's like, "We gotta hurry up and check the cellar, make sure they didn't destroy anything and taint those." And he looks at he's like, "Our family's been fighting Strahd for generations." And then you see him as he hurries down into a staircase that leads downstairs into their cellar.
Oh, I'm looking around. Like, is there anybody that's come into the house that isn't these people?
Nope.
Has Vika or Tilda come in here?
Entirely up to you guys.
There were there were plenty of bodies left inside, so yeah, we probably would have gone in and gathered those up to add them to our corpse piles.
Okay, so the two of you do come in and you're standing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We are standing, we are moving around, we are carrying bodies around.
What are we alive? What's going on?
We are alive. The others are going to be taking a bit of an extended nap.
That just sounds grim.
Is Strahd's not? I thought I heard him. I heard him in my head.
That was not just in your head.
It was not in your head. He was very much here. However, he did not take kindly to being headbutted and left. Strangely enough, I find this to be a frequent issue. People here do not appreciate a good headbutt.
It's the horns. People without horns don't like it.
All right, well,
what I'm hearing from this is that when Salus awakes, I should headbutt Salus.
I suppose I couldn't have responded that if I was passed out, but yes.
Oh, very well. Well, how can I help? I guess we're okay. I thought these people were coming here collecting blood for Strahd from these vats.
No, these are the people who live here. These are the...
Oh, sure. They live here. Okay, that's fine. That's right. We're trying to help some people. That's right.
Yes. Are you all right? Are you seeing things again?
We're doing just fine. We're doing just fine, Vika. If everybody's alive, where is everybody?
Well, they are being taken by the crows to go and have a long rest. They are very tired and...
they're taking a break. I see.
Yes.
That's a good idea. But I think it would be unfair of me to take a break. So is there something you need me to do?
Yes, you are better than Tilda and I at this. Yes, we are gathering the corpses and we are looking for clues to find where they come from and what their purpose was. We know they threw something in the vats, so perhaps a sample or something.
All right, I guess I'll have a look at some corpses. That's the most sensible thing I could do right now. You're sure everybody else is okay though?
They are fine. They are just asleep. Yeah, they're just asleep.
All right. Well, I clearly look shaken, but I am willing to go and look at some corpses to investigate things.
Vika gives him a solid pat on the back.
The 7-foot-tall Minotaur reaching down to the 3-foot-tall halfling's back.
Yes.
Whack a flat.
Hand is probably the same size as the back.
All right. Well,
it is all right.
Let me take a look at what's going on here, Sal.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Oh, a die roll. Oh, I'm so level 5 right now. It's incredible. 14.
Yeah, I mean, as you ruffle through some of the druid stuff, you find scripts and scraps of just tattered paper and dried leather, and you get a name of Baba Lasaga. I'll put that in the campaign info, and that's a name that tends to pop out. It's kind of like written in a very, I want to say, it's kind of written in like a broken English, as if people who wrote it don't actually write much at all. Tab that one. So you get
Can
that
I
name.
make a Can I make a history check? Is this a name that is?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me in history. That's fine.
Well, it's a 19.
Okay, so when you were sitting at the bar over in oh, you guys come from Kresik, right? Yep. As you guys were in Kresik at the bar, you overheard that name a few times, and you know that there's a rumor that there's an old figure called that lives in the ruins of what was Berez, and people, unless there is some particular reason, never go there. Anyone who's ventured out to the ruins of that town typically don't come back, or if they do, typically not even alive anymore. Usually as a undead, or in some odd cases, they come back with, or what does come back is a scarecrow with the clothes that they wore. So it's a well
Wait,
known.
they come back turned into a scarecrow?
No, no. What does come back is a scarecrow wearing their clothes.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's pretty awesome. Um, so this Baba Lasaga, she. So I think these people work for this. Do we think these druids might like these pieces of paper? Is it like a situation where they like? I think they came from there.
Yeah, it seems like some of these druids that working with her, you can tell by from just the dried leather that you can tell at the bottom of the page it's signed by her, but the English is pretty broken, and they're like, fine. You can make out like some generic words like gem and soil and and house and things like that. And it seems like they're really broken instructions on where to look for something.
A gem?
Yep.
Yes, the gems that we were supposed to be protecting.
Right.
The one hidden.
Once again, there was a session I missed where I probably missed out on the mission.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It was just
It
for the
makes
reference.
perfect sense for someone who's being traumatized, though.
Yeah,
Um,
just for a reminder, it was hidden south of the house.
Right. All right. Well, but I don't see any evidence of like stuff they might have thrown into the vats of wine.
Where would you get 14? Yeah, yeah. You do find, and in one of the other ones, you do find a small vial of a liquid. It's kind of in a murky kind of color, like a murky gray, and it's pretty. The viscosity of it is kind of like how do I put it? Kind of like hair styling gel. It's kind of got that weird gel-like viscosity to it.
Well, I'm a rogue. I'm supposed to be a poison type person thing. What is that? Arcana or nature roll or?
Yeah, roll me a nature roll.
Oh, okay. Let's try to squeak in that Arcana roll there. I'm much better at Arcana. Looks like a 14.
You can tell that it's a weird blend of like a nightshade, and there's some other compounds that make it a fact-acting poison. It's definitely lethal, though. From what you can tell, is that the amount that you would have to pour a large amount to for the types of vat that they use. You would have to pour a lot of this in there to make it potent enough to completely turn the wine in those barrels from a normal concoction to a lethal dose.
Right. So okay. Well, I'll go inform the Raven people who are, upset about what's going on, and let them know what I was able to intuit from this, finding these vials on the druids. So we find these vials on druids, and there's some poison in there. It seems to be a little bit of nightshade here and there, so there's some ways to counter that. I wish our divine friend was awake. He might have some type of purify ability. I'm not sure if that's something he's good at purifying water.
Also, Quinn is very talented when it comes to concoctions.
That is quite true. He is more of a connoisseur of these things. Yeah, so I tell them that, and then I'll go to both. In private, I will actually. You guys are just walking around carrying corpses and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
we go outside, when we're kind of alone, away from them while they're in the house, I'll just mention that like all these pieces of paper, all these pieces of paper seem to be pointing to some one of the local the folklores around here. Her name was Baba Lasaiga. I don't know if that has any info. I don't know if you heard of that when we were in town, but it was a name I was able to pick up. There's she's some crazy lady out in the wild here. No one ever comes back from there. So it looks like there's another monster to go hunt.
Oh, fantastic! There is always another monster. Where was he located?
I can't remember what you told me, Sal, but I'll relay like what
Sure.
we were talking about was the general direction of where she is from, Perez.
Thank you. That was like my backhanded way of I missed the name of the ruins when I was typing it out. All right. Should we go there to look further, or should we be following our other clues?
Well, clearly we're not doing anything without consulting the rest of the party and waiting them to get better. So,
This is true, and they will need some time to recover.
did we even really accomplish what we were trying to do out here? Aren't we still looking for gems?
We were supposed to be protecting their gem, and I think it is safe. We should probably confirm these.
I'll go have a word with them while you're doing your thing.
Yes, and we will look for anything useful on the bodies, yes? Like weapons
Yes.
or potions or other things.
Shiny things.
Yes, shiny things.
Well, as we've discovered, our increasing our currency here doesn't really mean much since we refuse to spend it at the one place that does take it. But hopefully we should.
See, Vistani, they take coin. And they are very
That's true.
helpful.
That's true. We're supposed to come with a lot of money so we can get out of Dodge. That's right. Though we're gonna try to, get this bugger. Hey, I'll go have a word with them. Make sure. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we stand with these folk.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I go back inside and try to talk to some one of the whoever looked important here. Sal.
Okay. Yeah.
They're all bigger than me, so they all look important.
So as you guys move around, you can, you find one that a few of them go to and refer to as Adrian, and he's just kind of got a piece of parchment out and he's jotting notes down as people are telling him information.
My name is Lyndon. I'm with the group that came out here to try to stop something from happening. Did that happen? Were we able to keep things protected out here? Is that? I know these wine vats are a little tainted, though. I don't really think they're going to be beyond ill repair.
You can hear him muttering, "Carry the 1, add the 5, carry your." He goes, "Oh, yeah." He just kind of, he's like, "Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm taking inventory right now."
Oh, you're taking inventory. We were trying to protect something out here. Did we do that for you?
Oh, you could kind of see him raise his hand and kind of murmur something, and he's like, "Oh, thank God it's out there." So he goes, "Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If we lost that, this place would start decaying in a heartbeat."
Okay, are you able to take care of the were you able to save your wine, I suppose? I mean, I don't think it's as tainted as it might be, but it's not something that you'd want to be selling on the open market.
He nods his head. He's like, they only got to two of our vats, so half of what we can keep, we can sell. The rest of it, we'll just have to either just pitch or I don't know, maybe just turn into maybe distill and just use it to burn the bodies outside. I guess it's kind of a waste, but can't really sell this stuff. You're right.
Well, unless one of my associates out there has a way to purify it, I don't know if he does or not. He's quite unconscious right now. But
His eyes
What a
kind
way
of
to put it.
just kind of have a shocking moment. It's like, oh please, if they do, we'll definitely compensate you for that. It will save us at least a whole season's worth of growing.
so we're getting get compensated for that, but not for the other thing. Was there some form of compensation? I don't know why I'm asking this. I should know this already. So I don't know if were we just doing this from the bottom of our hearts, of our monster killing soul.
Are you asking this in or out of character?
I'm asking this out of character. Yeah.
We were doing this to pursue things that may help us to fight Strahd, and the gem was something that was brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy was revealed to be your ally that will help you fight Strahd, essentially, the old crow.
This guy I'm talking to is the old crow.
No, Davian, the one outside, that's helping everyone outside. The old crow
Okay.
Davian was supposed to be the guy that was told in your fortune cards to help you fight Strahd.
Okay. So we okay. What's up with the gem? Did this? I'm out of character because I'm sorry. I'm really been out of it.
Oh,
Does
no.
this gem exist? Have we seen this yet?
So you guys haven't seen the gem itself, but essentially what was told to you guys was that the gems, when planted in the soil, allow them to actually grow the grapes because of how Ravenloft is. There's no sunlight, so it's almost impossible to grow things like grapes or anything that requires a dense amount of sunlight. So the gems that you're looking for when planted in the soil actually help the grapes grow and actually become useful enough to grow things like or sorry create things like wine and jellies and things of that nature. It's the only place that actually can grow more than just your random potato or other things that don't require a
Okay.
lot of
And
sunlight.
we were protecting these gems from whoever the Babala saga is basically what we've probably recently discovered.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna go find Davian.
Yep. Yeah, the old crow's just kind of tending to one of the ravens outside. He's finally back on his feet, and he's just applying some herbal remedies and bandages to him. He's like, "Oh, that wing's going to be busted for a while. No flying for you for at least a few weeks." The beat up raven just kind of nods his head in kind of in a bit reluctance, but an understanding at the same time.
Hey Davian, I was just checking in with your mate inside, and sounds like at least they're pretty happy with they're pretty happy and content. They'll be able to keep everything around here. Though I think my friend Salith, she might be able to look at the wine here and see if she can purify it at all. I don't know if that's something that's within her divine power, but that might be able to help out a bit. Um, I found some notes on these druids. It said something about Baba Lysaga. Does that sound familiar to you? I know she's a kind of a common enemy folk story around here.
You can tell that really lit a fire in his eyes, and he's like, "That old hag! I swear, I knew it. These kids don't listen. Yes, she tried to pull these same antics decades ago when I was a young crow. Had a couple of close encounters with her. And damn woman almost took my wing off one time. Swear I will get my vengeance for the crows that she murdered in cold blood."
So you think she's just trying to? Do you think she's the one that's trying to get at these gems over here and stop your operation, or this operation, I suppose?
He looks at you and he's like, that old hag just keeps trying to get my gems. There's magic in them, and for decades we've tried our best to keep them away from her. It's the only thing left that the poor folks in this town look forward to is our wine. Sadly, We used to have a much merriment around here when the champagne grapes were in season, and those haven't been seen in a decade.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, so are you wanting to get after her? Like, is this someone that I mean, she's probably just going to keep doing this if we don't do anything about it?
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "Well, there's more to it than that." He kind
Oh,
of
there always is something else, isn't there?
he kind of looks. You go ahead and make me an insight check.
My best skill. Ooh, I get to re-roll this.
That the thing's been saving you so much.
It hasn't really come up in combat too much.
What is this?
I rolled a natural one. Halflings get to re-roll stuff if they roll a natural one. Boom, a 13.
You can tell that as he says that, he's both agitated and depressed at the same time for just the briefest of seconds, as if something's been eating at him for a little bit.
Hmm. So are you? Is this? There's more to this than meets the eye. What are you trying to say?
He looks at you, gives you a look over, and he's like, "You've met my son, right?"
Out of character, have I met his son?
Yeah, he was the him and his wife owned the Blue Water Inn over in the town that you guys were in before this.
Okay. Yeah, I met him.
He he basically lets out alongside. He's like, 10 years ago, we lost one of the gems, and I blamed it on my son. I was thinking that he neglected his duties and decided to be with his betrothed. I was so mad that I, in my anger, pushed him out and kicked him out of the household, and then come a few years later find out that it was her that came and stole one of the gems in the cover of night.
Okay, so you just went back and apologized for everything, then, right?
He droops his head and shakes his like, no, it's at that point I think the damage was done, and I didn't think he wanted anything to do with me, and he just kind of he kind of just stops
So
there.
you're telling me you live in a dark, sunless land, and you got too much down pride. That's what you're saying.
He lets out a
This
he lets off a cough and looks at you, and then comes to the realization and shakes his head. He's like, "Yeah, exactly."
Well, if there's anything that we're fighting for, and that's getting more time out here, we're trying to help you all out here. What we're trying to do, if you don't make amends with your son, there's no reason for us to be doing what we're trying to do if you're just going to live in pity and sorrow. So it's just something I'd recommend. But we'd love to help you out. I got to talk things over with Quinn. I'm not quite sure exactly what we're doing, but we're here to help you because we have an inkling that you're going to be of some assistance to us in our final aim here in Barovia, or this godforsaken land.
You can tell that there's a bit of a tear kind of tucked away in the back of his eyes, and he does that. If I could make a comparison, like that whole Luke Skywalker look in the horizon, just kind of just that whole moment where he's just looking for an answer and not finding it, and just kind of just lets out a long exasperated sigh, and kind of just turns it back to you a little bit as he ponders that.
Well, we're going to help you out best we can. I'll be around. I'm going to go talk back to my mates and see how we're doing. But if it's something that you're interested in having us go after her, we can make it happen. But do the best you can. Talk to your son. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
Go and roll me persuasion with advantage on that one.
Persuasion, my other great skill. Come on, bounce. There we are. It's a 12. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 12 it looks like there.
Yeah, he takes those words, he takes those words in consideration, and you can see you can see his hand kind of just strumming his staff, and you can tell that his fingernails are kind of cutting into it as he's just mulling the decision over and over again, and then he just kind of just walks off in the field and starts surveying the damage.
All right. Well, let's go see. Let's go see how Vika and Tilda are doing.
All right, Vika and Tilda, is there anything else that you guys are planning on doing aside from just creating corpse piles?
Well, I think we were looking through if there was anything useful on them.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and roll me a D100 both each. Sorry.
D100.
That wasn't what I wanted to do.
Oof. All right.
Still not great.
71 and a 63 is what I read. So.
Yes, 71 and 63.
Okay.
Oh, stop rolling.
Nope. Vika, go ahead and roll me a D4, and Matilda, go ahead and roll me a D6.
Six.
3.
Okay, you find 6 gold coins, and double check here. All right, and then you're able to find off the corpses. Vika, you're able to find. No, let me double check. Okay, Vika, you find 3 potions of healing.
Okay. So it was 6 gold and 3 potions of healing?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, anything else you guys are planning on doing with your kind of mid-afternoon errands?
I'm sorry, mid-afternoon errands? I'll be looking at moving bodies.
Gonna make a coffee run. Yeah, gonna, need to go pick up the dry
Go get
cleaning.
some lunch.
Gotta go and double check to make sure your reservations are in place.
So, is the rest of the party, are they unconscious, or are they
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, the
or
other.
are they just out cold sleeping?
No, the
Yes.
other 4 are unconscious.
Okay.
They are unconscious.
Yeah.
They are safe. They are stable, but they are unconscious.
Okay. I'll come back over to Vika and Tilda and relay them what apparently I've been being the face, which is incredible. Well, it looks like I talked to Davian, and apparently this Baba Lasaga or whatever, this name that, or the person who's behind all this, apparently she in previous years robbed a gem from here that Davian appears to have mistakenly blamed on his son, who is the proprietor of the Blue in the tavern back in town. So I have a feeling that like killing Baba Lasaiga might be important. She probably has one of these gems that these folk have.
Do we know why she wants these gems?
Well, they're very. I don't think there's a specific reason, but clearly their magic's very powerful.
That is obvious. Alright. Well, we should probably look into this then. But
Yeah, I think I made him cry, so I kind of feel bad about it. It's often that it's strange. I'm not the person going around talking to people most of the time. I hope that's not the expression I normally give the rest of you.
What, making people cry?
I mean, I try not to.
I mean, normally it is alright. It is only problematic when there are tentacles involved, yes?
I don't think there were tentacles involved this time, but once again, I don't really get to see myself talking, so
It's uncomfortable.
well, I can only imagine. Anyways, I clearly we need to talk this over with Quinn and the crew. I'm hoping Salith might have some power to kind of try to do something about the poison wine, because it sounds like there might be a little extra, a little something something for us if they can do that. So hopefully his gods have something in store for us. Although I don't know how gods get any power here.
Or Quinn or the doctor. I mean, I would think that one of them should be educated or trained to handle some sort of poison. But you said that they took this other gem how long ago?
How long ago was that, Sal?
A
Approximately,
decade.
it was like years ago, right?
Yeah, a decade ago.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
That is a very long time. It is not urgent, is it?
It is, but I think we're trying. You remember the whole thing where we're trying to impress this guy?
Oh, this is true.
So this is. I feel like we've already helped him, but I think there's more healing that needs to. I'm under the impression that there's more healing that needs to be done. Like he's got some emotional baggage.
Well, we should attend to the others once this is done, and we will speak with them. Yes.
I guess so. Once again, and I'm still unclear as to, like, do we have another mission objective at this current time or not?
Well, we have the other prophecies. Yes.
Right. I'm just making sure. Like, are we at the dead end until we get through whatever? I don't know.
We have other leads for the prophecies. There was house in
Right.
Milwaukee.
Oh, right. We haven't even gotten into that. We haven't even gotten that far in there, have we?
We have not, but again, we should speak with the others.
Yes. No, that's. I guess we could probably sit around and start a little campfire. Are we outside? Like, what are we doing? Are we sitting in the house or something?
Well, you guys were Matilda and Vika at least were moving the corpses outside, or sorry, from the inside and outside, and putting them in piles. So, and
Yeah.
Where do we lay the party down to just sleep?
Oh,
Davian said that he would take the others inside and treat their wounds, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they should be inside resting.
Yep.
So we could go and rest with them. I don't know about you, but I am feeling what's the word? Pooped.
Rough.
Here, let me move you guys over to.
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess we'll probably
Watch.
just hang out, be on watch for a little bit then, until one of these other freeloaders wakes up.
I could use a rest.
Yes, I could very much collapse into an exhausted pile. Yes.
Yep, Davian invites you guys into the establishment. You guys are more than welcome to take. The beds are currently all occupied by your counterparts that are currently resting up, but like there's a study in there. There's the actual patio area that you guys are more than welcome to rest in as well, or a couple empty offices.
I look
The
at
floor looks nice.
Yeah, Cheers and I have a rocky relationship. The ones here do not look like they are designed for people of our stature.
No.
I will just go into this room over here and fall to the ground face down and just start snoring.
Yeah, the
Like a young owl whose head is too big.
The Were Ravens have offered to keep watch for you, so you guys can get your good night's rest since you guys saved their vineyard from the druids and the twigs. So you guys don't even have to worry about keeping watch tonight.
So is that a
weird talk you have with your kids? And
Would
time to
that
tell
be
you
a
about
long
the
rest?
twigs.
Yep, technically you all will get a long rest out of this.
Oh, this is fantastic. A long rest.
Yep. So for the 4 people that are unconscious, go ahead and all of you make me a will saving throw.
Fun.
This isn't a Pathfinder, bruh.
Sorry, wisdom saving throw. Blah. And it could be. You just don't.
Fantastic. 8.
14.
Do I have I like taken a short rest equivalent in this time? Because if not, then it's at disadvantage. I'm throwing it at disadvantage anyway.
I have to.
Oh,
Fail with me, comrade.
It's wisdom, you guys said?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1 for a 3.
That's what we like to see.
and this
9.
is how Kvin gets mind controlled, and we all die in our sleep to his crossbow.
What am I gonna do? I'm fucking like borderline dead.
Well, okay. So everyone but Parrot in the middle of the night wake up screaming in pain and anguish. Doesn't actually interrupt your long rest, but anyone else in the house can hear you all screaming at the top of your lungs from your nightmares.
Vika, who is collapsed face first on the floor in Quinn's room, wakes up, like, grabs her weapon, and just, like, starts looking around for the enemy.
I assure you, it's not me this time.
Where is it? Where is he coming from?
I just point to all the guys sleeping and screaming in their sleep, or yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to derail super quick. There was this one time when my mom was younger. She had a similar experience where her neighbor heard her just scream and saw her run out of the house. So he grabbed the machete and started saying, big snake, because he thought it was a snake. There was one bee in the house.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Okay, please continue.
Wait, there was one bee in the house?
It's just a bee.
No, don't get me wrong. I have severe phobias when it comes to insects and spiders. But I can one-up that. Have I ever told you the story about the Christmas tree?
No.
God.
It sounds like a depressing Christmas.
Don't get her
I'm
started.
so intrigued.
We got a live Christmas tree one year.
Oh,
My mom
I can
didn't
imagine
want
the
to cut
bug.
down a tree. So we got a tree in a giant pot so that we could plant it outside in the yard later. Because she doesn't like killing stuff. And so we got it home. We put it in the house. We fully decorated it. It was gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. And then for some reason we heard a buzzing noise, but we couldn't figure out what it was. Well, about an hour later, we found out what it was as a literal cloud of wasps swarmed out of the tree. Apparently they had made a nest in the roots of the tree, and because the warmth of being indoors woke them up, they swarmed out of the tree. For reference, my mom was a tiny woman. She weighed like 100 pounds soaking wet and was like 5 feet tall. Again, I have severe phobias, like severe phobias. And the moment this happened, I screamed at the top of my lungs and bolted upstairs and slammed my door shut, shoved like blankets and towels underneath the crack around my door, and left my 100-pound mother to drag this fully decorated Christmas tree outside the sliding doors on the patio to the farthest corner of the yard. Like wasps everywhere.
It sounds
And
horrifying.
we spent our Christmas staring at our fully decorated tree in the far corner of the yard.
Hello,
Like
bees.
through the window.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
My mother
creative.
was the bravest person I've ever known. Okay, I'm sorry, just the screaming because the bee thing reminded me of that.
Totally
In
fair.
fairness, I was like 13 at the time. I wasn't going to be a whole lot of help. Still.
Damn.
Wow.
This is contributed, like, that contributed to my phobias. I have reasons
So-
for my phobias.
So no trees with wasps in game.
I was
so.
gonna say, I assume you have never had another live Christmas tree, right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I mean,
Got
but
it.
I have so many stories about terrible bugs. I have reasons for my phobias.
Got it. We will not turn your big bad evil guy into your nemesis. We will not make a tree that will spit out wasps. Got it.
Vampire wasp.
Oh God!
But yeah, you hear the screaming from three of your four companions up on the second floor, and they last for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then it goes deathly silent again. The crows just kind of look at each other. The folks inside just kind of go, "Oh," as they continue their watch over the area.
Glenn, are you all right?
Miranda is just what? Wait, what? What?
Your crossbow?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
You have been asleep for many hours, and then you suddenly wake up screaming. This is not nothing.
I've had a rough day. And then I kind of slump down and go back.
Vika just kind of covers him up with a blanket, and then falls asleep leaning against the bed, with her sword across her legs, on her lap.
Thanks, Mom.
Pats him on the head. You're welcome. Good boy.
Oh, poor Etrix, screaming too. Nothing happens. Sadness.
Yes, just screaming.
Are you guys seeing the map I have up for the Wizard of the Wines? Or are you guys still on the old Vineyard one?
How about the Wizard of the Wands?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, just make sure, because someone said that they moved a token. I'm like, I didn't see anyone move a token, but okay, never mind. Yeah, poor Etrix, screaming, not even get a blanket cover.
Oh.
Highly relatable, Etrix.
Yeah, I did not realize he was in the same room. If I did, I would have covered him up too. He probably would not have gotten a pat on the head, and probably wouldn't have Evika sleeping, sitting up, leaning against his bed, but yeah.
Just dive exposure, it's fine.
I just imagine Vitrix sitting straight up, screaming. And as soon as he's done screaming, he lays back down and passes right out.
Did his eyes open at all while he was screaming?
I feel like this is from something. Why do I remember this?
It does ring a bell from something, and I don't know why.
Yes.
Yeah, shit, now you mention that, I do have that sneaking suspicion. I knew we had Lyndon do it in a previous session, but I feel like it's beyond our D&D game for some reason now. Okay, but yeah, you guys get that large screaming sound from 3 of the 4 upstairs, and nothing else happens through the whole duration of the night. Afterwards, the 4 of you who were unconscious, you actually feel like you're rested, though there's a slight tension as you wake up with the fact that you're in a bed and a roof that you're not familiar with, and some of you feel some of your wounds, although you're healed up, you still feel at least the how do I put it? You still feel the mental pain from those wounds still.
Interesting question.
Sure.
Do I feel like I'm cursed?
No.
So I was bitten by a vampire.
You don't feel like you're cursed, but you definitely feel that you're feeling. I wouldn't say it feels like you got enough rest, but you don't feel energized.
Gotcha.
Also, every day of my life.
Yeah.
Same.
Man, it's supposed
3
to
real 5 me.
it's supposed to be immersion, guys.
Every day of your life after you pass the age of 25.
Oh man, but yeah, it's morning. You guys at least, for as much as of the events yesterday, you at least are moving. You don't have any visible scars or wounds aside from the 2 that got their neck punctured. The bite marks are there, but they're it's not bleeding or anything. You just feel that's that's gonna be there for a bit.
Was Etrix the only one bit?
Nope, Sealith too.
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you. We should probably look into what that might do to people.
As much as I don't feel cursed, I'm going to still do this. I'm going to cast Remove Curse on myself.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like something that doesn't linger.
So
Getting
I'm gonna
bit
cast
by.
Remove Curse on myself, and then I'm gonna go find Sayla to cast Remove Curse on her as well.
Thanks, friend. Do you want me to
No problem.
heal you?
Well, I'm out of third level slots, so good luck, everybody.
Oh, by the way, since this is our last session, I did not take Revivify.
Oops.
No big whoop.
It was a mandatory spell. Like, if somebody dies, it doesn't matter now.
Are we ending with the big grand TPK?
Ooh.
If we reconvene, I'll take it.
Damn,
So-
how we ended last week would have been like the perfect way to go out.
So Sal, do we know? Like if a bite from a vampire always causes a curse or not?
As far as you guys know, that the way that's worked so far is that you have to actually have your blood drained to the point it kills you in order for the vampirism to actually start changing your physical
Right.
body. So just being
I'm pretty sure I do not.
well, you don't, but
That's right. That's literal.
but those who succeeded in their in their roles know that just being bit is just the equivalent of a mosquito biting you. It really doesn't do a whole lot except drain your blood.
He's just draining you.
Okay.
He's
I
feeding.
take that back.
It's like being bitten by 10,000 mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I just knew that it wouldn't have done it, then I'm not gonna waste my spell slots on that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I'm
you,
sorry.
you should be fine.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I feel like we know enough to know that. So, me and you at least do.
Well, in that case, can we, I don't know, like, do we want to move along and find something to, like, fight and kill so we can at least get some mileage out of our level 5? I just want to hit something twice in a
I
round.
want to haste these ladies.
Well, funny that
Yes.
you mentioned that.
Oh no, werewolves are attacking the
Wait, are we up and moving? Like
yeah,
we're all
Yeah,
awake
it's the
now?
next day, yeah.
yeah. You guys are all.
I want to be able to deal 68 plus 18 damage to something. God damn it!
Amen.
It's a lot of them.
But no,
66,
I want
I'm sorry.
to. I'm gonna give you the talisman that I have, Vika.
Oh, okay. Talisman. What do I do with this?
I'll be right back.
And then I'll just like motion, like wearing it, like putting it on your neck.
I
What
put
it
it on
will
my
do, first off, is if you fail an ability check, you can add a D4 to a roll. It's got 3 charges in it. Also, anytime anybody attacks you, I can use a reaction to attack them back.
Fun.
Oh, this is interesting. So I can add a D4 to ability checks 3 times, and you can attack things that attack me.
Yeah, that's per long rest, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. This is very neat. Let me write that down, or I will forget it.
All right, Salith, what's anything that you're doing as you wake up from your long rest?
Honestly, just feeling awful. I don't think there's anything more to it, really.
Okay.
I think about praying, but I don't. And that's it.
Oh yeah. Doctor.
I'll just say hello to my deity and also the Morning Lord. I'll be like, "Hi, Morning Lord. If you're even real, honestly, I don't know." That's it.
Is that what you said to your deity?
Well, that's what I say to the Strahd area deity. My deity is like, "Hey, good morning. I'm having a bad day already. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm pissy in advance." That's the end of my prayers for the day. and I'll join everybody else.
All right. Anything from Quinn as he awakes?
I awaken and kind of bleary-eyed, try not to wake Vika as I check to see my wounds are tended and confused, but I'll reach into my pack and grab my alchemist kit and start working on my brewing my thing for the day.
Yeah. As you awake, you kind of see where your chest is heavily bandaged but and bruised, but at least you're able to move around without much discomfort. It's not like you have any broken ribs or anything. It's just some severe bruising. But your back's a little tense and a little bit sore. But again, nothing you haven't dealt with as an adventurer. So
Yeah. And I will brew my mutagen for the day.
all right. Anyone else doing any morning rituals? Okay. Alrighty. If not, who's downstairs right now? Just Matilda and Lyndon.
Yeah, I just fell asleep in the middle of the floor.
All right. So go ahead and make me a perception check, Matilda.
Oh, cat. Oh, where are you? 23.
Damn. Yeah, you end up hearing a large amount of ravens in the distance, and they're you know they're calling out loud, and there's actually quite a few of them coming from the western side of the area. It's enough to wake you up and grab your attention. Lyndon, are you downstairs with her, or did you find somewhere else to crash for the night?
I guess I'm downstairs, probably watching. Yeah.
He's watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to.
It's my favorite thing.
Or the D&D version of that, flaming piles of corpses.
Man, that's got to be a.
This feels like a rerun.
Feels like that would be kind of a bad time with just all those twigs, just dirt.
I mean, they would be great to light up. I mean, I imagine they would catch quite easily.
Oh sure, but
We wouldn't even need to go look for wood for a pyre. We could just chuck the druids on top of them.
right. It's just that being dusty wood. It's just probably not the greatest. It smells like just more dust in the air, if anything. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and make me a perception check as well, and just to be on the safe side.
$18.
All right. All right. So you as well. You stir from your sleep as you hear a large amount of birds coming from the west, and hearing them up in a frenzy as well. And you definitely, even being in Barovia, you know that that's definitely not normal around here. That all those birds coming around at this hour of the morning is definitely catching your attention.
Like I hear them outside.
Yeah, they're flying in from the they're flying in from the west in large numbers.
Are there other crow people in here still?
Yeah, Davian actually comes in from where the vats are in the middle, and then you see Adrian just kind of change from his raven form to his human form. He's like, "Oh, trouble."
What do you mean trouble? Aren't we all friends with these birds? Aren't you all your bird friends, people? Probably not, right? It's probably wishful thinking.
He kind of just grins. He's like, "Oh, no, sadly, not all of. If we had that many ravens that were humans, we wouldn't have to deal with all those twigs. But the way it's sounding, something big's coming this way."
Oh, we just woke up. All right. Um, their people are upstairs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Quinn was making his mutagen. Vika was rearmoring herself. Etrix was sitting up straight in bed screaming, I assume, for the whole night. I assume that's just how he sleeps.
He just sleeps sitting up.
With his eyes wide open.
I use my sonic whispers to tell Dr. Etrix and let's get the bird online here. Let's get old Parrot online. And then I'll look over at Tilda. I'm like, oh, there's some bad news coming our way. I just let the rest of the party know. So I tell Etrix and Parrot, like, there's something coming our way. Get yourselves ready.
All right, I'm gonna respond both aloud and in my head, like to you. Brooms are tricky.
Where is it coming from?
It's from outside. There's something coming from I think it was the west. I don't know. Davian thinks we're in trouble.
All right. Is there like a window that looks west that I can go look at?
So if you go straight south out of your room, there's a window hanging on that on the western side.
Yeah, I'll head out and take a look, see what I can see.
All right, go and roll me perception.
Natural 20.
Oh shit. Yeah, from your perspective and your advantage from being in a higher spot, you look outside and you definitely see the other birds coming your way. And then for a brief second, you see a tree, and then you blink, and then that tree is moving towards you. At first, you're like, you must be too early. You rub your eyes, and then again, that same tree-like figure keeps moving its way towards you.
I'll yell back to everyone, there's a tree coming this way.
Etrix has the most ridiculous one-liners.
What?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like trees are friendly folk usually. Where I'm from. Does it look like
Do
an
I-
almond
Human.
tree?
Well, since I'm the one that he's like in the room with him, do I see what he's talking about?
No, I left the room. Unless you followed me.
Well, he was in a rush to leave the room.
Well, I mean, I was assuming Lyndon came in there, Lyndon came in there and told all of us. At the same
No, he
time.
told you,
no,
like,
I
He
told
told
you with
you
my
and I.
sonic whispers.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I'll rush back into the room and just say, there's a tree and more birds heading this way. Lyndon says the crow says we're in trouble.
wait, the crow say we're in trouble, but there's a tree involved?
Yes, come take a look. I'll point it out to them through the window.
I'm gonna walk like the trees walk over the
Oh.
window.
That is going to be problematic. Quinn,
What the what?
I hope your arrows are extra fiery today because we may need them.
They're as fiery as they were yesterday, and I'm going to activate my Crimson Right. And shit, no, they are a little bit more fiery, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Thinking, I will hand Vika. I'm pretty sure I have some of these. I will hand her 2 flasks of oil, in case we need to burn the tree.
All right.
And now I need to change that.
So you want me to what? Just throw this at tree?
Yes, very hard.
I can do this. It is a clay flask. Yeah, I should probably be able to break that with a throw.
I've actually seen someone with a nat run throw that into, well, not a tree, but another type of creature, and apparently they rolled a nat 1 on their throw, and their DM was a jerk. And so, yeah, you lobbed it lightly enough that they caught it, as if you were playing a game of catch. I'm like, oh, that's kind of jacked up.
I don't know, like, if that was me, I probably would have said you, like, dropped it and it broke on your feet.
You went to like throw it and you squeeze too hard and smash it in your hand.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, so if
All right.
anything, we'll move back over to the vineyard map, and then you guys can position yourself.
Cozy vineyard. Alright.
So what are we looking at here? You said it's over to the west, so it'd be over like
Yep.
here, right?
Yep, I'll get the tokens ready. Since you guys.
Strangely enough, when you see Vika fully armored, for some reason, she is carrying a longsword and her shield, rather than her glaive.
And she's sad about it.
Yes, but she has learned her lesson and keeps dying, so has decided to specialize in the shield and sword instead.
That's fair.
Yeah, since we passed level 4, like, I could switch my fighting style, so I switched to defensive. Or
Yeah,
not
just me.
defensive. I switched to dueling. That's what it was. But sword and board is what I'm going with.
Cool.
Learn my lesson.
Yeah, she respect like a respectable WoW player.
You're damn right I did.
Meta slave. Just feed.
I was just tired of falling unconscious 3 times in a fight.
That's totally fair.
Also, now I have Sentinel, so that'll be fun.
I love Sentinel.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Sentinel's pretty good.
And since we have at least, like, 2 melee people, I figure, hey. Good stuff.
Hmm?
Assuming Tilda did not take Sentinel.
No.
Oh, good. Yeah, then Sentinel is great.
All right. Yep. So go and get yourselves in position at this point, and
How close do you want to be? There? Okay. Where you want to be, Etrix?
Next to Salith. That's good.
I'm just rolling initiative.
yeah, give me one
Just
second.
getting this one out of the way.
Run the counter. All right. So yeah, go and give me you guys this initiative when you're ready.
During our positioning, could I have enlarged myself?
Yeah, that's fine. You guys have more than enough time.
And I've also drank my drink.
Yeah, you guys are able to see this come down the way. I mean, it's a large tree, man. There's no way it's sneaking up on you guys.
I mean, Vika's as large as the tree. You gonna go
A little
Attack
bit.
of the Titans this thing?
Oh, my
Kaiju
fucking
battle.
six. Kaiju battle, yes.
Hell yeah.
I am here for the kaiju battle.
It's like that scene out of Street Fighter between Zangief and what the hell is that other guy's name? Just hear the Godzilla sounds as they're just fighting each other.
Oh, also, I'm going to tell Vika and Tilda not to run off too soon. because I learned a new trick.
Not the problem. I rolled really bad on my initiative.
Okay.
I have to roll as well.
Yeah, so I'm missing Matilda's.
Sick.
No, unless Matilda rolled a custom roll? Or you just
No,
like,
my thing's just freaking out. I rolled a 14.
14?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't too
It's
sure.
just way above.
Okay, and Lyndon's initiative, did I miss it?
23.
I rolled a 23.
Just scroll up like real high.
Okay, that's why, because Matilda had like 3 rolls. Pump it up. Okay.
Yeah, it's just stuck.
Oh, never mind. Haste is not a touch spell. I forgot.
Okay, I've got everyone's initiative, so let us begin. All right, Lyndon, you're top of the list.
All right, what's in front of us here? So we got little.
You got 4 twigs, 2 needles, a tree, and a druid.
I wonder what these ones want. Haven't they been told that we're very good at taking them down? I'll move up a little bit here. I'll move 30 feet and then take a couple attack actions. I'll throw something. I'll do my psionic thing at Twig Blight number 4.
Okay.
Do.
Bear pit.
23 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, 10 damage on that one.
God, 10 points of damage? Wow, that's dead.
That's the best I can roll on that. And I'll attack the other one right next to it. No advantage for me right now. But that should hit there. 25. There we are. Like, what is going on here? Nice. 8 damage to that one.
To number 3.
Yes.
Okay, and dead.
Max damage on 2 rolls. Level 5. What a great trend. All right. I've moved up. That was a normal attack and a bonus action to do that. So that is my turn.
Okay. Yeah, this twig is just kind of gonna go skittering a little bit. Space move 20. Yep, and that's all it's gonna do. Quinn.
Oh, and you guys just noticed that I can move a little bit. I'm a little quicker now. I seem a little healthier in my giddy up.
All right. Well, Quinn is going to come up here towards this twig blight in front of him that just skittered up, and I'm going to unleash the fury, Mitch. Is that really my bonus? Okay. That is a 30.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so close to a crit. That would have been a great place to start.
That is 10 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Alright, and that was to the twig in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have a plus 11 to hit right now?
I have a plus 11 to hit fight me.
Jesus, yeah, I will. How the fuck did you do that?
I have a 22 dexterity, and I have the archery fighting style.
You have a 22 dexterity from your mutagen thing.
Yep.
Yeah, my mutagen gives me +3, and my feat that I got gave me a 19.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You get to actually go over 20?
Yeah, I can go up to 23, which is pointless, but 22 is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
All right, well, then there's a ranged guy right behind him, so I'm going to use my second attack as part of my attack action. And I'm going to attack him, even though it's a disadvantage.
Oh, the needle blight.
Yep. A 13 and a 19. 24.
Oh yeah.
11 points of piercing damage, as well as 2 points of fire damage. Is it still up?
Oh no, it dead.
All right. Okay.
Goodbye.
What's the range of this bitch? The maximum range is 120. Other needle blade, flanking it. Bonus action. At disadvantage. Say 14.
Yep, that'll still hit.
Still hits. I rolled a 3.
I mean, a plus 11 is like that's what you roll at that's what you roll at like 15 or something crazy like that.
Just because I haven't used it yet, I'm going to use my Piercer feat to re-roll that 3, which is probably a bad. It's still a 3. So 9 points of piercing damage and 5 points of fire damage. So that's 14 points.
I'm sorry, did we just hear you get laughed at for rolling the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's that too.
So Quinn, now killing machine, walks out into the field, unloads 3 crossbow bolts, kills 3 things.
Quinn thinks he's Valo now, apparently.
Yes, the first encounter when the players turn level 5.
Yep. Haha, you guys were pretty weak last time. Oh, shit. All right, that's all for me.
Oh, you sure? You sure that's it? God.
Maybe
I'm
it's
sure that's
hasting
it.
Quinn.
I did think about that, actually.
Etrix.
Can I have the... Okay, that's the entire stream. Oh, so the only thing left is the druid. Okay. The tree, and the ones... Okay. Alright. I guess I'm just going to still do what I was originally planning on doing. I'm going to step forward and fireball centered on the tree.
Oh, okay.
For that sweet 2d10 damage. It deals more damage now that you're level 5.
Well, fireball, not bolts, I believe.
Yeah, I'm talking about fireball.
Fireball!
Fireball.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting
Boom.
real. We're getting
Oh,
real
boom
in this
is
last
Yeah,
time.
we're not
Yeah.
pulling resources here. We're just pressing buttons.
Yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
not-
wreck
no,
this
if there's, this is our last chance to press the buttons. We're gonna press the fucking buttons.
Can I get a dex save?
Oh God.
There are 3
That's
targets.
a really bad fireball.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Oof.
19 out of the
One,
tree.
2, 2.
What the hell
A
did
4 average druid and that poor twig. Twig got a 20. So.
So half damage.
Yeah.
It only takes 8.
Yeah, 8
What a
damage.
fire-
Less vulnerable to fire
What did you
damage?
roll?
Question mark.
You rolled an 8?
You rolled 17 points for the
Oh.
damage on it.
Yeah. So.
No, that's not completely horrible.
Yeah, so the twig's dead because it's a twig. And then let me double check the tree blight real quick. Oh, okay. So I'll deal. Double check here. That was 17 points. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that fireball.
And that will be my turn.
Alright, dead tree. Matilda.
So pretty much everything's dead but the big guy?
And the druid.
And the druid. There's a druid behind him. Right here.
Okay. I'm gonna move up and swing at the big guy. If you'll move me.
What's your movement?
40 now.
That's all the farther you can move.
Oh, sad day. Okay, then I'm just gonna move up there.
Javelin?
Oh yeah, we did pick those up, didn't we?
Or you could just use your action to dash or hold an action to see if it moves closer. Also, you can
I'll hold
reach.
it. Yeah, hold it and see if it moves closer.
Rage.
I feel like there's something else coming.
Rage.
Is there nothing else coming?
I don't know.
We don't know. This is all we
This
see
is
in
all
front
we
of
see
us.
so far.
Exactly. I feel like there has to be something else. It can't end.
All we
like
see in front of us is a big ass tree, a druid behind it, and a battlefield full of corpses.
Yeah.
To be fair, it has been 3/8 of 6 seconds. Like, they couldn't have expected to have survived longer than that. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Just
honestly.
foolish.
All right. So you're just holding an action then?
Yeah.
I mean, they might have been showing up to say they surrender or they want to be our friends. We don't even know. But we don't care.
Just killed him anyway.
Okay. Okay. Druid's gonna come up, mummer something, and touch the bark of the tree, and then that's all he's doing. All right. Tree's turn. All right. Since Matilda's the only thing close, Matilda, you can go and use your hold action.
Yes. Oh. Now I want to swing at the big dude. Hold on. That's 12 hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stand here and wait for it to hit me.
Don't you have a second attack?
Level 5.
Oh, yes, I do.
Swing, girl, swing.
25.
That'll hit.
That's big.
17 damage.
Okay.
Forget about the level 5 thing.
All right. Okay. Other hold actions. There's it. It's 10. Okay. So it's gonna take a big swing at Matilda. Ooh, not one. So that doesn't hit. Second attack. 23 will hit you.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it gets a third attack. 17 get you?
17 is my AC, so yes.
Okay, so. Alright, so. Okay, you are now grappled by its roots.
Great.
Okay, and then now that it has you grappled, it's gonna bite you for. Take a bite. 17 points of piercing damage for its bite. That's it for the tree. So, Parrot.
Well, moving forward was not what I was hoping for.
It's still not my turn.
I guess for the sake of this, it doesn't do me any good to do that. So I'm gonna hex the tree for my bonus action, and then I'm gonna lob my Eldritch Blast.
Starts blasting.
Your Eldritch what?
Blast. Oh,
Blast.
damn it. I got one more level.
Oh shit,
Fuck.
you're right.
I forgot about that. I was like, oh, I get 2. No, I don't. Never mind. Not yet. Wait. Yeah, I get 2.
You do?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure damn do.
All right.
2d10
Anyway.
plus 10.
Well, that's what I was thinking. No, I gotta roll 2 separate hits, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 21 to hit for the first one,
I'll hit.
and natural 20 for the second one.
Holy shit.
Lucky.
Alrighty. So, well, here.
I think I regret embiggening because I think everything's going to be dead by the time my turn comes up.
Okay, so 20 points for the crit, just because it showed up first. Plus, would that be 4? So my flat 2 points, does that get doubled with that I do for fire damage?
No.
No, it's just a rolled dice.
Okay. So then plus 2, and then wait. So does that mean my hex crits too, since it's a roll?
Your hex does
Yes.
roll double.
Okay. I didn't even think about that. Okay. So then for the hex, just I guess I'll roll it twice. Fine. 7 points of necrotic, and then the 2 points of fire. That's for 1, and then 14 points of force, 2 points of fire, and 4 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Salith.
I'm going to haste Vika and Quinn. The gruesome twosome.
Oh God.
Oh shit, that twin spell.
Yes. And that's my turn. Go forth. Do damage.
Yeah, Vika, it's
Please
your
kill
go.
this tree.
All right. Well, I need to adjust some things because of haste, but I'll worry about that in a moment. At least now I have the movement speed to get to where I need to go. Vika lets out a mighty moo.
Oh boy, she's fucking
That
big
just
too.
happened.
It was going to happen at some point. And charges forward with her sword and shield and takes a mighty cleave at the tree that is surprisingly not that big compared to her. Yes. Where's my longsword? There it is. Oh, not a great start. 12.
No, somehow this tree's got enough movement to go. Nope. Got a couple of leaves off at least.
Is okay. 25.
That one hits.
And just for funsies, I'll roll my hasted attack. 15.
15 will hit.
Oh, excellent. Thirteen damage for one, 10 damage for the other. And this tree is probably strong, but oh wait, I forgot to roll my extra damage. 1d6 on one of my hits, an extra 3 damage.
Okay.
Because of Giant's Might. I am debating. Nope. I think that will be it. I do not know if there is more coming, so I don't know if I want to axe insert yet.
Okay. Let's get back to the top with Lyndon.
Oh, what a gloriously horrifying scene this is. I'll move up another 30 feet, and then I will unleash my tentacles at this tree.
And to answer your question, Sal, this is why, like, you looked at the encounters like, oh, it's supposed to be at level 5, but it looks really, really hard. Because at level 5, we are really, really hard.
Yeah. Like I said, the damage I'm doing is fine. It's just, yeah.
First attack misses with a 10. Uh, 24 on the second attack.
Yep, I'll get it.
So that'll be a d4 plus 4. And my sneak attack dice, since they're somewhere within 5 feet. Which is 3d6 now. Which is like rolling a small fireball. So 15 plus 8, so I do 23 psionic damage to this tree blight. It's gigantic.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, Quinn.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to use 45 feet of my 60 feet of movement to get here. And then, how hurt is this tree blight looking?
Oh, you could tell that the bark is starting to come apart pretty badly now, and that the branches on top are starting to fall off.
Well, then I'm going to take each attack on its own and not like just roll to hit to unload on something in case it dies, and I just want to switch my focus. So first attack. That was almost a natural 20, but it's a 13.
13 will not hit.
All right. Second attack for my attack action. 27 hits. That I will re-roll with my piercer. So 10 points of piercing damage, as well as 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Hasted attack. Another fucking natural 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
For 13. Which misses.
Yup.
Bonus action attack. 16.
That'll hit.
I rolled 2 2s and a 5 on my 4 attacks.
Jesus.
11 points of piercing damage. And 4 points of fire damage.
Yeah, you just see that tree just kind of slump and start snapping as it just kind of slowly falls apart you just hear a thud of branches just come down.
Then I will take out my silver sword and put it in my offhand and use my last 15 feet of movement to get up here and wink at the druid.
Is winking a free action?
It's gonna be now.
Not technically using his hand, so.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm sitting there with my sword out, with my crossbow like in his face, and my sword just like back in my hand, in my left hand. Like, all right, let's do this.
Are you trying to take him prisoner, or are you actually going to attack him?
Oh no, I've used up all my action economy's gone.
Oh,
I did my 4
He already
against the tree
attacked
too.
4 times, Sal. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just making sure he
He
doesn't
attacked
have
4 times.
anything else.
Nope.
Any option at
Nope.
it.
No action surge, nothing.
I have no action surge. Alas, no.
How much movement does the haste give? Does it double your movement or something?
Yeah. So it went from 30 to 60, so I had 60 feet of movement. So now he can't run away from me without me like trying to stab him.
Oh, fair enough.
So that's my turn.
Well, I don't know if the plan is more to kill him or take a prisoner, so I'll step up a little bit, get closer range, and I'll just hold a firebolt if case I think it's needed. I won't actually attack him yet. I'll wait.
Okay. Matilda, with the tree falling apart, the grapple it had that it had around you with its roots kind of just crumbles away, and you're just on the ground, prone. That's it.
And you see my face behind its crumpling form for half a second as I dart away.
Oh, yay.
Yep. So it's your go, Matilda.
Oh, okay. Can I get up?
Yeah.
You weren't down.
She was grappled, and then he just said that she was down.
Yeah. Hmm. I am going to move just slightly
Like which way?
up towards the druid.
Oh, so let's see. That's your max movement.
Yeah, I don't want to go all the way. Just move it back like, I don't know, 5. Yeah. And I'm gonna throw a javelin at it.
Ooh.
That's not. 13's not gonna hit, is it?
Yep, it will.
Oh. Eight damage.
All right. Explain how you kill this poor dude.
I am going to close my eyes and just use like the feel of the javelin in my hand and very eloquently just like flick my wrist and have it shoot into his head.
Hell yeah.
As you hear just in the whispers, oh, and look at the form as it launches the javelin from the arm, the perfect form, and splat through the head. Oh, she's making her townsfolk proud. A solid performance. And then the voices just go ahead and go away in your head.
And I curtsy.
Yeah, as soon as the druid drops to the ground, you see the old crow fly and turn his human friend. He's like, by my father's beak! What in the world happened to you folk?
Well, you see, there's this sort of thing that would happen. Hold on give me a minute. And I just kind of slump to the ground as the haste wears off, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you don't want to know what happens to the giant cow that has the giant and the haste wear off at the same time. Thankfully, Tilda moved.
I was gonna say, I'm really glad I made that movement.
Let's see if I can guess what happened.
I feel like he has found like a picture or something for this.
Oh god.
Really, you guys finding a picture with something? No.
Oh, I think he's just like gonna. I don't know what he's doing. He has
Found it.
reposted the face down owl. Yep. But yes, Vika just sort of collapses, literally, in a giant heap that sort of shrinks on its way down.
Science cannot progress without heaps.
Yeah, the crow just kind of moves over. It's like he just starts cackling and laugh. He's like, well, I'll say, I don't think I've met a group that bounced back as quick as yours. If I have, I forgot about them already. The old age will do that. So yeah, you guys managed to fell all the the small invading force, smash them with ease, and you know the the old crow is just kind of the old raven is just kind of beside himself. You can actually see a sly grin on his face, and for the first time in a long while, you actually see something that you have not seen in quite a while since you've been in Barovia. A faint trace of hope. And with that, we'll close off. That's the end of season 1, and hopefully we'll be back in a few months, and we'll continue the adventure, and hopefully finish the campaign, and let you guys get your hands on Strahd, and hopefully end it on a good note, and go from there. So thanks, guys, for coming out and playing. Thanks for the viewers for hanging out and watching, and hopefully we'll be back in a few months, and we'll get started back with the party, and we'll get back to tracking down Strahd and tearing down Ravenloft. So hope you guys have a good one. We'll catch you later.